Whether you're new to this channel or you've watched my videos before, there is a fact that you might not know about me, and that is that I invented the Nintendo Switch. It's true. When I was in college, I finally had a way to play games that were not handheld because I got a gaming laptop and I was playing all these cool games, and I just really wished I could like take them with me, play them like on campus when I had a break. Like if only there was a way that I could, just squish it down and make it portable. And then Shigeru Miyamoto sent like a probe into my brain while I was sleeping, and he stole my idea. And anyway, that's how the Switch was invented. I am your cool Uncle Marissa, and that's obviously not true. But the Switch, I remember when it was first announced, there were a lot of people who were like, 720p, 1080p. It's never gonna work. Nobody's gonna buy it. And I was like, are you guys serious? This is like the coolest thing. This is what I wanted so bad. And since then, obviously, it's been a hit. Other than the sales numbers themselves, people have been emulating that in terms of there being a ton of handheld PCs, most notably the Steam Deck. I wanted a Steam Deck for a really long time, and I got one for my birthday, and I got the OLED edition. The OLED edition took me by surprise because I, got like a notification on my phone that, the like refurbed versions are currently available, and I looked and the price was astounding. So I immediately purchased one, and then I saw a notice on Steam's website being like, the OLED one is coming out, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna cancel that. It's a great price, but I'm just like, I love my Switch OLED so much that it had to happen. And my girlfriend got me one for my birthday, so I'm really grateful, and it's been a lot of fun. There's still a lot I have to discover, but the first thing I discovered is, much like the Switch, it is not very comfortable to hold, is it? But it is worse than the Switch because it's so heavy and big, and the OLED version is lighter than the LCD. So I had to go in search of a grip. And I wanted to make this video to share my thoughts on the 3 grips that I tried out. I tried out 3 grips under $50. So I didn't try the D brand one, but that's a lot of money. If you want to buy me one, or D brand if you want to send me one, I'll check it out, but there's a lot of money. So the ones that I tried out were from least to most expensive. The Spigen Rugged Armor. I know you probably know Spigen is a mobile phone case maker. And they're known for making really like rugged, durable, good mobile phone cases. And that was $24.99. Next up was the JSAUX grip, which came with some fancy peripherals that, I wasn't too concerned about. And they have like a few different bundles actually, like you can get more peripherals, but I just got the basic set for $29.99. And finally, the most expensive was Satisfye's Stealth grip for the Steam Deck for $49.99. Now, I obviously had my notions about all of these beforehand. I think the one that I was least hopeful for was Spigen, and the one that I was most hopeful for was Satisfye, because if you've watched any of my Switch related videos, the standalone grip, so not grip controllers or anything, but the standalone grip that I love the most is from Satisfye. It's just amazing for the Nintendo Switch, for the Switch Lite, OLED, like whatever. It just makes it so much easier to hold. Now, in terms of what my issues with the grip of the Switch is, like obviously it is very heavy, but it doesn't have like anything for you to grip on the bottom, so it gets very like it starts to feel like it's like it's hurting your wrists, but you can't really rest your wrists to hold it well. So that's part of why I really wanted a grip. I also will probably be getting little grips for the thumbsticks at some point, because those are also very small and slippery. So that's what I was looking to ameliorate. So let's take a look at these 3 grips, and I'll give you my thoughts in real time. All right, now I do have my preconceived notions for all of them. So I will share those, not to bias you, but to sort of show you where it is I'm coming from. So the first one we have is the Spigen Rugged Armor. Now this one I have the strongest biases against because they make phone cases and they make, you know, protective covers and stuff. So I don't necessarily know if that will translate to comfort. Also, it has the most flimsy packaging of all of them. You can see how the packaging is damaged because they put all three in a bag, and thanks to Amazon, and the bag arrived so cut up that my girlfriend thought someone tried to steal my stuff. All right, so it is very much, I think, akin to their phone cases in that it is a very malleable and thin rubber, and it does have these grips at the bottom, but let's just go ahead and put it on and see what it's like. According to the box, it is 2.2 millimeters thick, compatible with the genuine cable, and drop tested. So those are the points of sale. And so I guess we're just gonna slide the Steam Deck in, up and down to click. That was a very rough install. Yeah, this is not a grip. This is just a protective cover, which is what's expected. You know, I think honestly, it's not terrible. If you're not looking for a grip, this is actually quite nice. It has a matte finish that is pleasant and comfortable to hold. Yeah, and you know, it protects it. So that's nice. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to fill out here. So this is a no for a grip, but if you don't want a grip and you want something to protect it, this is actually quite nice. Let's see if it fits in the original case. Okay, so this is one that if you want some extra protection and for it to fit in the original case, this might actually be the one for you. And honestly, the price is not bad for what it is. I am obviously not going to actually drop test it or anything like that, but not bad. No like marks or anything left when I took it off, which is good. It's not really a sacrifice that I want to make. Okay, next up we have the JSAUX. JSAUX? I imagine it's not JSAUX. This one has a built-in kickstand and it says it has a grip. So hopefully it actually has a grip and not just, oh, it's a grippy material. But this one, I'm not one way or another. This one was $29.99. I feel like it could be good. It could not be. I feel like it's just middle of the road enough for me to be open to whatever. Oh, I guess this is a grip for the dock if you have one. Okay, now off the bat, this has more weight than the Spigen. It has a cover, which is nice, and I think addresses the complaint people have of, oh, this no longer fits in the original case, because you have protection on the front as well, and it has this piece of foam which can protect the screen. This is, you wrap it around the back, they have it advertised, and then you can include like accessories on it. Yeah, so this is definitely more of a grip. I like this bumpy raised here. Definitely is nice to hold, very strong on the back. All right, let's put her in. Okay, All right, this is a grip. This is definitely a grip more than the Spigen. It feels better. It has button covers, which my only thing about that is I have the red button, so it's kind of sad to cover that up. Honestly, this doesn't really add a ton to the bottom either, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's definitely feels like more than a $5 upgrade to the Spigen if you are open to it not fitting in your case, which I don't imagine this fits anymore. You know, actually it does fit in the case if you just want to do the Velcro. Or if you're very brave and you really want to squish it in there, you can. So if that's a concern of yours, using the original case. I think I have to see what the next one is like in order to really truly see if this is worthy. So it has a kickstand, which is nice. I was surprised that the Steam Deck didn't have a kickstand, but then I realized, you know, that's kind of a Nintendo thing, so. Oh, and it comes off, so if you don't want the kickstand on, totally not by accident, this discovery. The kickstand definitely wins points for me, just because sometimes I just want to put it down. Nice. Okay, well, let's take this off and on to the next one. Okay, this one I have the most biases with possibility of disappointment, because this is Satisfye, and I really like their Nintendo Switch grips. When I got my girlfriend a Switch Lite, I immediately, you know, bought a Satisfye grip with it for her, because it just, at that point, it was impossible for me to play my Switch without a grip. As you probably know if you watch the channel, I now just use the Hori Split Pad Compact on my Switch, and it gives me the same degree of comfort, but for me it's either that or the other. If you're going to be using the original Joy-Cons, you need to have a Satisfye grip on it. Definitely have high hopes for this. They are definitely doing a lot with what they include. They have the grip, they have a collector's tin, and they have screen protector. So you can see this one is actually, I think, the only one of the three which has a grip. So that is just what I've been looking for. All right. So it comes in this tin. The tin's kind of scratched up on the side here, so that's nice. I don't care, but I kind of think they should have protected this more if they're going to be marketing it as a collector's tin and not just premium packaging. I'm seeing it as premium packaging though. I don't know who's out there collecting Satisfye tins, respectfully. Okay, and we've got the grip. Okay, immediately, like holding it, it's got a butt. And this is our screen protector. I think that's really nice. They give you the whole banana. This does not have anything extra. It doesn't have a kickstand, which is a little sad. I have really grown fond of the kickstand, and I think that's the biggest thing that JSAUX has going for it. Also, I don't know if you can quite see. There's a discrepancy in the colors here. It's a little annoying. God, it is definitely not as easy as a Switch to put into grips. The Switch, you just slide in to a grip, but this one is like, it's like refolding a tent. All right, so this one, interesting. I don't know if the extra thickness, can I feel it? Is this some sort of weird? This is something that I'm gonna have to test with time, actually. I think I'll spend a bit of time with this one and the JSAUX one, but just a quick comparison between this and the JSAUX one. The grip material is very bumpy, like sandpaper or a nail file, which is interesting. I do like that all these buttons, well protected, are not covered. It's also pretty heavy. Just for giggles, I really don't think it's gonna fit in the case this time, but let's see. You can't like even fake it like you can with the JSAUX, you know? But I have to say, with this unboxing, it's a no on the Spigen immediately, but I am going to have to spend some time with the Satisfye and the JSAUX, because this is also twice the price of the JSAUX one. I don't know if it is twice the quality. I'm going to be quite honest and, you know, give a bit of a bias here. The grip material on this one, when I rub it, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. It's a texture that is displeasing to my brain. I will give it a chance, and I will give the JSAUX one a chance. The Spigen's gonna get packed up. Now, this is not like the Spigen one is awful, terrible. I think that actually, if you just want something to protect your Steam Deck and you're happy with the ergonomics of it, the Spigen one is really nice. And the fact that it doesn't really add any thickness in terms of not being able to use the original case. I will be back to discuss further and just do a conclusion video and let you know which one I ended up keeping. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't fit in the case. That's why they included the premium tin, so you can put your freaking $1,000 Steam Deck in a tin. Don't worry, it's premium. Guys, come on. There's a point where a gimmick just becomes like an insult. All right, here we are, and I have just now finished my testing with the JSAUX grip and the Satisfye Stealth grip. This is not like a spur of the moment, last minute thing that I'm recording while I was editing and then realized that I didn't ever record this part. Why would you even accuse me of that? Why would that even cross your mind? Yeah, so I was surprised in a negative way. The Satisfye grip, which I had hopes for because, you know, it actually had extra material, it felt like something to hold on to. It turns out there's such a thing as a little too much to hold on to, because so my test games were Jet Set Radio and 20 Minutes Till Dawn, so it was, you know, something where you need to use a lot of buttons, not just my typical press A and read a book simulator. Yeah, I couldn't reach the buttons. Once I was holding that much material, I couldn't reach the buttons, and I have long fingers. I took an informal poll on my Discord, and it seems like 6 to 8 inches from the base of the palm to the tip of the middle finger seems to be around the average. So I don't think that I have, you know, unaverage fingers, and I play classical guitar, so I have finger dexterity, so I just felt like the helplessness of a child trying to get ice cream out of the freezer, like an infant. I couldn't like comfortably, I could touch the buttons, but it was a stretch. It was an exercise to get to the buttons. On the other hand, the JSAUX grip was a pleasant surprise because it did feel like, you know, that very, very minimal amount of extra body that it gives, in addition to the material that it's made of, made it very comfortable to hold. And that was actually very comfortable to play. It was much more comfortable than playing it bare. It was way more comfortable than playing with the Satisfye grip. So that's my recommendation. And the fact that it's not the most expensive of the bunch is just, it gets extra points for that. You know, they're not trying to price gouge you or anything for being the best grip under $50 of the 3 that I tried. So yeah, I highly recommend that one. Very comfortable. You know, I think nothing's gonna make it as comfortable as the Switch, just for the reason that the Switch got so much hate before it actually released, of like, oh, the specs are too low. It's because, you know, the hardware is dated enough where they're able to fit it into such a small package, whereas with the Steam Deck, you know, you want something that runs modern AAA PC games, and it can get harder to get that compactness. Maybe someday, but yeah, JSAUX is the winner. All right, we're back, and yeah, I was surprised by my choice, and oh, I'm so disappointed in Satisfye. Like, that was rough, and for it to be the most expensive grip, like, oh. But this experience made me appreciate that it maybe is a bit more challenging making a grip for the Steam Deck, because it's already so big that, yeah, you don't want to add like too much bulk to it, because then I was having trouble reaching the buttons. You know, in conclusion, I think if you are looking for a good grip under $50, I really like the JSAUX one. And if you are, especially like, if you think you're going to add a power bank or something, all those peripherals are really neat for that purpose. This is the like watch thing. Basically you just wrap it around the back of the Steam Deck and it can hold a power bank that you plug in so that you've got power on the go. But if you're just looking for some protection, the Spigen honestly is really good. Like, it definitely surprised me. It's got a grip in terms of it helps you hold on to the Steam Deck, like it's not slippery, but I wouldn't say so much that it's a grip in terms of adding something to hold on to on the Steam Deck. So if you do feel like the Steam Deck is comfy and you want significant like protection on it, I think that's a really good one to go with. But yeah, the JSAUX is like, it's so much in one. It's kind of a steal for $29.99. You get the power bank strap, but you also get like the cover. And a big complaint a lot of people have with any of these grips, which does make me roll my eyes a bit, is, well, it doesn't fit in the Steam Deck case that came with my Steam Deck anymore. Like, I understand that you're disappointed that you can't use it anymore, but like, you are physically adding material to your Steam Deck. How would you expect it to fit? And so the fact that it has a cover is so nice. And also, I've been spoiled by the kickstand on the Nintendo Switch, as well as, you know, Satisfye gaming grip on the Switch helps it stand up too. So JSAUX having the little kickstand is also super helpful, because I don't know, I just like, it feels weird to just put your handheld console down like this anymore. The Switch has like rewired my brain to like, no, it has to stand up. But I hope this is helpful, that if you got a Steam Deck, you're looking for a grip. Hope this helped. Have you tried a grip that I didn't mention or that I should check out, which I honestly probably really won't, because why would I need more than one grip? But I'd still like to know about it, so let me know in the comments, or you can join the conversation live on Discord. There's a Discord link at the bottom in the description. As always, thank you so much to my Ko-fi supporters. Any donations made to Ko-fi greatly help support this channel, help me buy equipment, material to just make stuff, as well as not have to scraggle around looking for cash by other means. You know, I have tried to sell tickets for people to come and stare at my cats, but for some reason it's not working. Otherwise, I've been your cool Uncle Marissa, and don't forget, you are always welcome at Cool Uncle's house, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.